Welcome to episode 5 of the debut challenge, my England Football Manager 2016 series, where I'm only allowed to pick players that have never been capped previous to the start of FM16. So today we're taking on Wales, England versus Wales. I've got a lion, Colin the lion, say hello. I don't have a dragon, I'm afraid, but I've got a stegosaurus, so that's the next best thing really, isn't it? So today's friendly is actually my last friendly before I can pick my Euro 2016 squad. It's the end of March, there's still a couple months to go. The next episode will be the 3 friendlies that I'm playing before Euro 2016 though. Israel and Spain, who are taking part in Euro 2016, came to me and asked if I could play them in a friendly. I said yes. Then I decided I wanted another friendly before that. We're taking on Mongolia. That's our first warm-up game. I thought everyone always forgets about poor old Mongolia, stuck out there in Asia. With their 3.15 million population, that is a very sparse population. You look at the size of Mongolia, that is really small, considering they used to have the biggest empire in the world. The biggest empire the world has ever seen. I'm spousing knowledge here for you guys. So we're going to take on them. They're 202nd in the world. So we've got that to look forward to in the next episode, in episode 6. But today, I'm sure you're wondering who I've picked to take on Wales. So there's been a few alterations. Nathan Redmond has just got injured literally today for 3 months, annoyingly, because it's a waste of a space. I can't pick a replacement. Alex Pritchard did earn his first England call-up, by the way. A few people have been asking me to put him in the team, but he got injured, so I've had to make some changes. Luke Still was a popular goalkeeper choice in the first episode and has been since then. He plays for Panathinaikos, but he is English. He used to play for Barnsley, I do believe. Yes, Barnsley. Started at Peterborough, moved to Man United, and he's 31 years old now. And so this is his chance to try and stake a claim in the Euro 2016 squad. The England goalkeeper position is definitely up for grabs. Over the entire season, Wesley Fotheringham for Rangers has definitely been the best keeper this season. As you can see, his average rating is 7.61, which is really, really high. Alex Smithies has a chance. He played quite well for me in the couple games he has played for me, but he's only played 5 games all season. But the next best option, average rating wise, is actually Luke Still. So I'm giving him a chance today. He could be in the team, maybe with Wes Fotheringham. Tom Heaton's back in the team as well. He's probably the more sensible option. These Heaton, Still and Fotheringham probably are the most sensible 3 to take to the Euros. But I'm not putting Fotheringham in the team today. We've got Ben Amos, who's had a good 5 games or so recently. His overall average rating isn't the best, but in the last few games he's played well, and I'm going to give him a chance. He's a decent keeper. He's 25 years old now, so this is his chance to shine. Joel Ward has finally got into the England team. He's been injured for quite a while. I must say I've got an abundance of right backs now. Him, Kieran Trippier, then there's Matt Loughton, who I've picked for this squad, who unfortunately is tired, which is a bit annoying, but he's been really good for Burnley lately. 7.64 average rating this season. He's been phenomenal in the Championship. But there is a lot of choice at right back. Kieran Trippier's missed out. There was a few other players floating around that I actually had 4 right backs in the team at one point, but I've obviously had to get rid of some. Byram is in the team, so I do actually have 3 right backs in the team, and Eric Dyer can play right back as well, so there actually is 4 players that can play right back, which is maybe a bit ridiculous. Byram has been superb this season, 7.37 average ratings, actually a bit lower than Matt Loughton though in the Championship, so maybe those 2 are battling for the right back position, along with Joel Ward, who will be trying to impress today, and Kieran Trippier. Aaron Creswell is the main left back. Danny Rose is back in the team. Now I did have Charlie Taylor in there from Leeds. He was an option, but to be honest, Rose and Aaron Creswell are just that bit higher than Charlie Taylor, and there's a few other left backs that are fighting for that position as well. We've had Matthew Targett in as well, but he's not been playing as well lately and had a poor couple games in the last episode. New additions, Jack Grealish. I'm sure loads of you are happy to see in the team. He's not had the best Premier League season, 2 goals and 2 assists, 6.82 average rating. However, he's played pretty well for the England under-21s this season, so I'm giving him a chance. Along with James Wilson, who has been really good at under-21 level for England. has only played 5 games in the league and got 1 assist in the Premier League. So he hasn't managed to score at full team level for Man United, but definitely needs to get a chance. I've gone for inexperienced strikers today. Danny Ings is probably will be going to the Euros. Charlie Austin hasn't done it for me, so he's maybe out in the dark. Maybe he won't get back into the team. I don't know. We'll see. So the striker positions are definitely open because no one's grabbed it. Troy Deeney will probably go. He's actually my highest scoring striker, but he's not playing. I've decided to go with a bit more inexperience. Callum Wilson is the only capped striker in the team. Now he is the second top scorer in the Premier League, so I thought he needs to definitely have another chance in the England team. So he's in. And Zach Clough, who has been very good for Bolton this season, 15 goals in the Championship. He's been pretty good lately as well, 3 in his last 4 games, and there's been quite a few people in the comment section in the last couple of videos that have suggested him. So I'm giving him a shot as well. So whether all these players actually get a chance off the bench, time will tell, because there's only 23 players and we can only make 6 subs in this game. There's only 1 game today, remember. Also forgot to mention Chris Cohen is in the team. Now he's come in because Alex Pritchard was injured. I've loved Chris Cohen for years. He's 29 years old now and has been in the Nottingham Forest team for a number of years since leaving Yeovil. Really good player for me on FM15, those of you that watch my Nottingham Forest save, so I thought I'd give him a chance. He's been good in the Championship as well this season. Solid player to have, he's pretty versatile as well, so give him a chance. He probably won't go to the Euros, but I'm just going to see how he does, if he gets off the bench today, that is. I also must mention Scott Sinclair has got into the England team. Lots of people have suggested him. He's one of my favourite ever players from Football Manager, believe it or not, because of an Aston Villa save I did years ago, or FM11 actually, and he was unbelievable. No, not Aston Villa. What am I talking about? Swansea. That's it. He did very well for me in an Aston Villa save, but he did particularly well with me when he was at Swansea, and he was brilliant. But anyway, he's going to be playing. Actually, I think I'll play him as the inside forward and Jack Grealish on the right-hand side as a winger. Yeah, we'll go with that. Ward-Prowse behind Callum Wilson up front. See if he can grab a goal against Wales. Dele Alli's playing in central midfield. Mark Noble. We've got Danny Rose. He's going to be playing, wanting to grab that second spot at left back, which Aaron Creswell has pretty much got nailed down. Scott Dan and Eric Dyer at the back. That probably will be my main centre-back partnership. Michael Keane definitely has a chance of breaking into those two, but that seems the sensible option. It may change. It really is up in the air. Anything can happen. Injuries could happen as well. And Joe Ward's going to make his England debut, and so is Luke Still. So we've got Luke Still, Ward, Grealish, and Scott Sinclair all making their England debuts today. Wish them luck. Wish me luck. I've had some quiche, so I'm ready for this game. It was a particularly nice quiche, I must say. I mean, why would you go to Nando's when you can just have a nice quiche? Much better. So Wales are playing a very defensive tactic with Gareth Bale up front by himself. Wow, they've got Aaron Ramsey and Joe Allen. They're going to be pretty dangerous, I guess, creating chances. Ashley Williams, a very solid centre-back. Wales are a good team, but they haven't made it to the Euros on this save, remember. Whereas in real life, they have. So we'd probably just need to mark Gareth Bale and stop him from shooting, I would say. Close down Aaron Ramsey as well, and Joe Allen. Let's hope we can put in a good performance, because these players have a good chance of getting into the England team. I've tried out so many different players, haven't I? So come on, Colin, let's do this. And Stegosaurus supporting Wales today. Stegosaurus is my favourite dinosaur, by the way. In the comment section below, let me know what your favourite dinosaur is. I just love Stegosaurus. It's so beautiful. It really is. Just a wonderful dinosaur. So let me know in the comment section. A bit random, but let's do it. So we've been very poor so far. 2 yellow cards, Danny Rose and Mark Noble. They've had 5 shots. We've only had 1. I don't know what's going on here. You know, in the last episode, we somehow beat Germany against all odds and then really flopped against Croatia. So we need to improve today. This is boring. I'm making changes because these players need to prove themselves. Because, of course, at half-time, I may make some changes. We're going to go a bit more direct. And, yeah, be more expressive. I'll keep that on. But we just need to go a bit more direct, I think. and try and grab a goal before half-time. Here's a chance then, hopefully, just before half-time. Dele Alli, lovely ball to Joel Ward, whips it in. Callum Wilson gets his first goal for England. I was going to take him off at half-time. He's got 45-minute warning thing from his manager. But I'm pleased that he's managed to score. It was a delightful ball from Dele Alli to Joel Ward and a really good cross. And Callum Wilson got above his man, Ashley Williams. Headed home just before half-time, a 1-0 up. And that will be the last action for him in this game. I'm going to have to make quite a few subs because of managers saying they're only allowed to play for 45 minutes. So, yeah. But that's pleasing. It was a really good ball from Dele Alli, who definitely is looking like he could be a player for the Euros. I've left him out the team, I guess, until quite late on, basically because he wasn't playing for Spurs, but he's played very well for the England under-21s, and he needs a chance. I'm going to bring Aaron Creswell on for Rose. These players the managers have instructed they only want them to play 45 minutes. I'm going to have to bring off Scott Dan for Michael Keane, and Joel Ward is going to come off for Matt Loughton, actually. Although he's a bit tired, I've got Sam Byram to come off the bench as well, if necessary. And Callum Wilson, last of all. Now, who do I play? Zach Clough or James Wilson? I'm going to go with James Wilson. He's been in form for the under-21s. Zach Clough possibly could come off as well. Maybe I could play him in attacking midfield further on in the game. But let's stick with this for now. I'm going to balance things on my shoulder here. Dele Alli, great ball to Jack Grealish, whips it in. It's to Scott Sinclair, really good defending by Wales. I just realised I've done it again. I brought Eric Dyer off. I meant to bring off Scott Dan. The manager's not going to be happy with me. At least I've subbed a player off that's been yellow carded. But it's the second time I've accidentally subbed off Eric Dyer. What is wrong with me? Eric Dyer is definitely going to the Euros, by the way. He has been a really good player for me, alongside Mark Noble. He's probably having his worst game in an England shirt, actually. On a yellow card. Oh, off goes the Stegosaurus. I think they'll have to sit down here. So at the 60-minute mark, we've both had 6 shots, but we've got that 1-goal advantage. It's very close. Jack Grealish possibly could come off. I'm allowed to make 2 more subs, and I want to give Chris Cohen his England debut. He's going to come on for Mark Noble. Chris Cohen can't really play defensive midfield brilliantly, but I'm pretty sure he can. He can do it adequately enough, I would say. And I will save the last sub. It probably will be Zach Clough, simply because Ince, Heaton, Byram and Ibe have already played for England. Ben Amos hasn't, but he probably won't come off the bench here. So hard to juggle. I want to give everyone a chance, just because I feel bad for not giving them a chance, but this is actually the last chance for any player before the Euro 2016 squad is announced. James Ward-Prowse has been phenomenal for Southampton this season. I'll show you. I can't show you. I want to show you. There we go. 7.11 average rating in the league. 7.34 overall. That is really good for a 21-year-old in the Premier League. He's a really, really good player, but he hasn't really done a huge amount for me for England. This is his 6th cap. He's probably this joint second most capped player, along with Eric Dyer. Mark Noble was the most capped player since the start of the series. But he'll be coming to the Euros, but I really want more from him. And I'm actually going to sub him off now, and I'm going to bring on Zach Clough behind James Wilson, and we'll see what he can do there. I'm going to play him as a shadow striker. And we're going to keep on attacking to try and get another goal. It's been a boring game. Currently, the lion is defeating the Stegosaurus, or the dragon. But will it last? We've got 20 minutes to survive. It has really been a dull game. There's been basically one highlight, which was the goal. What is going on? I don't know. I guess Wales are playing quite defensively, but it is pretty frustrating. I'm actually going to change it up. We're going to pump the ball into box and shoot on sight and try and get some more shots away and make it a bit more interesting. I must add, Ashley Westwood has been really good this season. He's got 10 assists. I think he's got like the 3rd highest number of assists in the league. And I was going to put him in the team. However, he got injured. And it's allowed Dele Alli to grab that central midfield spot. And he's got an 8.1 today. He's basically on the plane to on the plane to France now, isn't he? Euro 2016. Been really good. But it's been a boring old game. I've changed it up a couple times, but nothing has happened. and it's going to finish 1-0 by the looks of it. A really bizarre, boring game. Please hit that like button though, and let me know what your favourite dinosaur is. I know it's not been the greatest game in the world, but we've got the win against Wales, and Clough hits it. I did say shoot on sight, but that's a bit wayward. And this is going to be the end of the game. Strange, really strange one. You just get those games on Football Manager sometimes when there's literally nothing to talk about. And Callum Wilson gets the winning goal. Joel Ward switched off. I don't know. He switched off at the start of the game as well. I don't know if he's done enough to get into the England team. I suppose it depends on his performances for Palace towards the end of the season. But Dele Alli has really had a very good game. So those of you that have been telling me or persuading me to put Dele Alli in the team, it looks like you've succeeded because he's played very well. So yeah, apparently England must take confidence from that win into the Euros, and I certainly will. So the squad is still a bit up in the air as to who's going to make it. I mean, obvious choices: Creswell, Noble, Eric Dyer. I think Scott Dan has done enough to make it into the team, basically because he's a solid defender. Michael Keane probably as well as the backup centre back. But other players, I don't know. I don't know if any strikers have done enough. On form for his club, Callum Wilson definitely has a shout, and Troy Deeney's been the best one for me, and then maybe Danny Ings, I don't know, but it's interesting, it really is. So I hope you're enjoying the series still, and please hit that like button if you are. And in episode 6, not series 6, episode 6, you're going to see me take on Mongolia, Israel and Spain. 3 games for you in that episode, so that's going to be good. That's going to be a bit of a longer one. And then the first episode, episode 7 of the Euros, I will do the group stage, and then we'll see how far we can go, and we'll take it from there for the rest of the series. But thank you so much for watching. Say goodbye to Colin. Let me know your favourite dinosaur. I hope it's a Stegosaurus, but, you know, I just love Stegosauruses. I don't know why, I've loved them since a young age, and that's something you found out about me today from the depths of my heart. I'll see you soon, guys.